Hmm. I don't have any drop frames. Okay. He now serves as a guardman in Costa del Sol. It would seem the fighting's grown fierce in those parts, and he finds himself in dire needs of reinforcements. Mind you, this man is no white-livered whelp. Never heard that before. He can wield an axe with the best of them, as evidenced by Master Gegu. Gegi. I can't pronounce it. Good coin for the services of he and his men. No enemy could fluster that bunch. Is not one to be trifled with. Sent Skullweb on ahead to tend to the wounded. Seek her out upon your arrival, and she'll apprise you of the situation at hand. I haven't been there yet. Kicks ever the sight for sore eyes. A nasty bale of turtles has been preying on this area of late, snapping and gnashing at everything in sight. Why, even the best men that Master Gegeruju could buy find themselves no match for the creatures. Word has it that the beasts have been sighted swimming. Word has... Oh my god, I feel like I'm dyslexic all of a sudden. Word has it that the beasts have been sighted swimming in from the highly guarded... Word has it that the beasts have been sighted swimming in from the lightly guarded northern shore. I would send you there to investigate the cause behind their burgeoning numbers. Wow. Yeah, I need to do that thing. Damn it all. Dexter, we must see to these beasts. Ooh, so strong. Seven hells, there's no end to them. Prepare to fall back. I'll see to these shellbacks. You whelps just try not to end up as turtle grub. That axe. I've not seen its like in... Dot dot dot. Like I said, we must do what we can. That should send them scuttling back to their nests. You can call me Curious Gorge. One remark about the name and I'll rip your ugly heads off from your shoulders and suck the marrow out of your twisting spines. You two are guards from Costa del Sol, I reckon? Not as such. We are of the Marauders Guild. Sent here by Axemaster Wernzoin to assist in the defense. I am Skull Korb. and this is my comrade Kexa. From the guild, you say? Well, blow me down and call me a bogey. Had you told me sooner, I'd have introduced myself as a proper respect. You're Kexa, right? We've only just met, but I see in you a strength not found in ordinary women. What say you unleash the beast within and become a warrior with me? A warrior, you say? So it was you I saw, brandishing battle techniques I had thought lost to the sands of time. Lost? Perhaps in these parts, but where I come from, the way of the warrior is alive and well. My tribe has been handing them down for thousands of years. Yet our numbers dwindle with every new summer, and this is why I left the mountain where I was raised to come here. What say you, Gexa? If you would walk the path of the warrior with me, seek me out at Hidden Falls. The warriors of old. We have all heard tales, but never once did I dream that I would meet one in the flesh. My memory is cloudy, but many years ago, it was said there was a young marauder in the company of heroes who would unleash crushing blows heretofore unseen by his comrades. When the company disbanded, he vanished, never to be seen again. Might that be this curious gorge? I cannot vouch for the man's identity, but there can be no denying the display of strength we saw today, nor that he has taken a liking to you, Gexa. This could be an opportunity of the ages. Hidden Falls, was it? Were I in your boots, I would head over there without delay. No. Swell. So this stuff can't look to attack me. Too fast. I knew you would come, Gexa. Let us begin. Any woman can take up an axe and call herself a marauder, but to become a true warrior, she must prove she can tame the inner beast that guides the blade. I witnessed your battle with the turtles, and I must say that I was impressed. You have proven yourself far more worthy of this than I could have imagined. In your hands lies the soul of a warrior, a crystal within which the deeds of 1,000 warriors from history are recorded. For countless generations, the soul has been passed on to those in my tribe who choose the path of the warrior to guide them and aid them on their journey. When your inner beast awakens, the runes will resonate, further empowering your will and granting you such strength as you never thought possible. Today there is cause for celebration, my friend, for through you, I have ensured that my tribe's legacy will endure. Yes, it is for this day, this moment, that I came down from the mountain. Yet, however earnestly I pursue my goal, I cannot deny the fear inside me. My mission will ultimately end in failure, for you see, while I style myself a warrior, the truth is that I left the mountains before my training was complete. And while I carry with me the chronicles of my ancestors, detailing the ancient arts of war, I lack the ability to further decipher the texts. Yet there may still be hope, for there is another who fled my village, one who shared my dream of passing the teachings of the tribe and can read my tome, my brother. Without him, I fear there is little more I can teach you at this time, but that will not discourage me from continuing my studies of the Chronicles, nor shake my belief that further secrets will soon reveal themselves to me. Until then, I ask that you use the knowledge I've passed on to you and continue your training. You must strive to harden your will so that it may endure the strain of future burdens. Good luck, my friend. And another one of these. Wait. Oh no, my whole thing is fucked up. Just don't exist. Welcome back, my friend. I can see that you've not neglected your training. For my part, I fear that deciphering the ancient chronicles of my people is proving to be much more demanding task than I had imagined. Mind you, it hasn't helped that I've been somewhat preoccupied of late. A comrade of mine from my days in the company of heroes asked me to do a favor, and it's taken me back. It's taken me back and forth across the realm like some bloody fairy. I'm on a hunt for some mysterious feral beast that's been terrorizing small folk. People don't know where this monstrosity came from, but witnesses say its thirst for blood is unlike anything I've ever seen. Unfortunately, the time I've spent in pursuit of the beast is time I have not spent studying the Chronicle, and I'm sorry to say I have made little progress. However, while on the road, I was able to decipher one passage that may be of interest to us both. From what I can gather, the chronicles tell of an ancient set of armor forged by my ancestors in the flames of the Seven Hells, and inscribed with the same arcane incantations that adorned the soul of the warrior. It would seem that this mighty armor was passed down from hero to apprentice for centuries, until one man, driven by rage and vainglory, cast all 5 pieces from Abilethia's highest peak. Since that day, the armor has remained lost, and with it, the power it harbors. As far as I can make out, the next passage in the Chronicle concerns the whereabouts of these missing artifacts, though I have only been able to make sense of the odd word thus far. Still, I must confess, with some excitement, imagine a warrior clad in such garb could achieve. If only my brother were here, he could decipher the text together. We could decipher the text together and spread the teachings of our people to the entire realm. Alas, he is not. His whereabouts are as hidden to me as those of the ancient armor. I would have liked you to meet him, if only so that you could have looked upon a true warrior. Well, perhaps you still shall. Eorzea is not as large as most people perceive. Paths cross, fates intertwine, such is the will of the spinner. It may be that my brother has chosen a similar path to mine, but I have rambled long enough. You are here to take the next step in your training, and so I shall oblige. In the southern reaches of Thanalan, in the Sangoli Desert, the god-forsaken wasteland of naught but sand and that stretches as far as the eye can see, it is here that the Leviathan of the Dunes lurk, a sandworm of gargantuan proportions. In facing this mammoth creature, you will soon realize that feeble hacks and slashes of your puny axe are ill-suited to the task of felling such a foe. But do not let this dissuade you. Wake the slumbering beast within, and summon forth a strength that transcends the limits of your physical form. Mind you, you'll have to find the beast, and that might prove a tall order in itself. The Ute tribe that inhabits Forgotten Springs is wise to the movements of the denizens of the desert. Should you want for guidance, I'd wager they could set you in the right direction. Never been there. Okay. I've been there. Go here, and I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be right back. I'm back. Huh. What's the... this way. I wonder if that's even a chocobo border down there. Probably not. I just have to walk it. So it's like right here. Yeah, it is. Leviathan of the Dunes saw the fearsome bugger not a week ago. Preying on a group of merchants south of Bygot. Strike. The smart ones dropped their wares and turned tail and ran. The dumb ones, well, at least they can say they died, bitch. I've seen the beast stands 3 miles high. Uh, He does, and stirs up sandstorms with writhe and wriggle. Showed up in my hunting field some years ago and has been swallowing up my would-be prey in that gaping maw of his ever since. Sandstorms are particularly sensitive to vibrations in the earth, such as those made by running. If you're looking to summon one of the beasts, then I suggest you search for the tracks, then run around making as much clamor as possible. I would also suggest you seek a cure for your madness. Brum brum. Oh, they have weird things over them. I don't remember what that is. Crap, I forgot to read again. When next you do battle, methinks you will find yourself capable of movements heretofore unfamiliar to you. When you have mastered your new talents, return to me. In the meanwhile, I shall continue my study of the ancient texts. Okay, inner beast. Is that the correct one? Just to make sure. Oh, and I gotta learn Falco. Damn. I'm still cyclone though. Alright, the ferry docked at the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east, and you should find Hawthorne Hut without much trouble. Yeah. Right? You don't remember doing that. That's weird. Well met and welcome, friend. What brings you to my humble abode? Indeed, I am Aelin of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the synths, right? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all know. And would you know more, you'd do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Siths than I'll ever know. Leveled up again. Rolf Hawthorne, patriarch of the beekeeping Hawthorne family, is said to be well versed in Sylphic customs. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing. They're particular folk. How particular, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. Their size. Beg pardon. Beg pardon, friend, my memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. I stopped reading because I'm bad at reading. Out loud, at least. Moaning. Feels weird not reading them though. Quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Was there a person inside the hut that I missed? There was. The sylphs, yes. Father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how the concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Teehee. But old to be saying teehee. Oh, of course, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It's just may help win the favor of our forest friends. Rolf Hawthorne would share further knowledge to assist you in befriending the sylphs. Oh, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along, what was it again? My wife, Rosa, and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own. The comb. What were they? Should they have the bees? Man. No, let's walk. For hearing the zone music. Wait, I can turn that off, can I? A peace offering for the sylphs? For anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milkroot? That's what we call the root of those fiendish seeds kin ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying that stuff. They still seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen uchu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. We're to stimulate it somehow. With some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised what comes out. Good luck. What's this guy? Chad Rose's mead, it's simply to die for. Well, perhaps not die as such. But I would certainly suffer a few stings from mud. She and those honeybees of hers have a head on their hands. It was shortly after the Spire sentries developed a taste for the stuff that word began to spread. Then before we knew it, customers were turning up from as far as Limsa. Men have traveled further for less. Is there another person up here? Yeah. Alcoholics to lot of them. Where'd the music go? Like, what's that looping? Weird. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milkroot, but of course those sylph quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do. A flag in the mail. The effect's just about the same as well. Anyway, a gift of milkroot will have the sylphs calling you friend and sister the moment they lay eyes on you. Lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. Hawthorne has gift-wrapped your offerings and preparations for your journey to the Sylph's dungeon. Taking the liberty of wrapping your milkroot well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. The Sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even trials the breath of the Morvo that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you regale me of your adventuring tales. And before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Alming here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. It's good to see your knowledge of Sylph culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young Sylph by the name of Kamuxio, and he has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see the hawthorn has furnished you with some of the Melodorus root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater importance for you to deliver, a missive from the Elder Seer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridani's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Walking One is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking One should go home and leave this one be. This one would welcome Walking One who moves like these ones. If Walking One would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. Walking One would bring gift to this one. Walking One is most kind. Walking One brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many things. Walking One carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking One should not worry. Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. We come to pay our respects to your elder, and to learn from him more of your Lord Rock. Who are these ones? These Walking Ones come from Gridania? Walking One became a dancing one and brought milk, but Walking One tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder One is busy. Walking One should go home. Go home, you say, but the sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Gexa here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seer herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of Walking Ones. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking Ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never turned away at the gates. Whatever we did to deserve such a re-welcome? Was Gex's jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttering friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around to see how we might earn their trust. Which one do you think sells more? Say, Gexa, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the Sylph's traditional greeting, but you greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventure expressing interest in my culture. Me, of course, I'd be happy to join. Ow, ow. There go those bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. Oh, Walking One knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Walking One would be a friend to these ones? This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if the Walking Ones learned the secret, Walking One would not weave in the same way. Walking One is a friend to these ones, friendly like gracious Elder One of Forest City, knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Ixa, did you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solus. The better news? Why, I'm thoroughly recovered from those cursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Papolimo has a notion of how you might endear yourself to the sylphs of Little Solace. Gexa, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folks, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see that. See what I'm getting at. The sylphs who make their home in Little Solace do so, having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? That said, the sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with here Amida of the Gridanians who reside here. She is Most like to be privy with the sylph's troubles. Jesus, we're back. Jesus. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, this Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts of malms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Z's, Gorlins, and Gallnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each would serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie bushes as well. They play an important role in Sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and what with such feral beasts prowling the forests, they are not easily come by. When you are done with the deeds, seek out Comuxio, and he is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Gomez. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Dancing One brings brownie bushes for this one. This one can die thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing one kills bitey buzzy one. This one hates bitey buzzy ones. Dancing one is kind, too kind. Many walking ones come to these one's abode, but few are friendly like dancing one. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust dancing one after all. I think I'm actually gonna call it here, guys. I am surprisingly really tired. I should be on tomorrow, roughly 1 to 2. I will talk to you guys later.